Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about pointers. It's going to be a brief introduction to about pointers. So before we get started, please, if you like this video, please go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any suggestions or if you want me to make a video about a different topic, please feel free to drop it in the comments. Okay, so what is a pointer? Pointer is basically nothing but a variable that points to the memory address of a different variable. So, as we know, each variable in our program has a memory address. It's just like a house. Let's say a house has a address and it has attributes to it. The variable has the same thing. It has a memory address, it has a data type, and it has the value. So let's go ahead and make a variable and let's assign it to 10. So how do we get the memory address of this variable? We can do it by basically just using the ampersand before the variable, and it prints out the memory address. Very simple. Okay, so how do we declare a pointer? We declare a pointer by basically putting a star either next to the type of the variable or next to the name of the before the name of the variable. Now it doesn't matter. Some people like it next to the data type. Some people like it before the name of the variable. I prefer it before the name of the variable. So, as you said, what it does is it points to the memory address of a different variable. So it has to point to something. It can either point to null pointer, meaning it points at nothing, or it can point at the memory address of a different variable. And let's say we want it to point at var, the memory address of var. So now, if we try to print out the memory address of pointer, we will see that both of them have the same memory addresses. Now, what does that mean? That means that let's say right now, um, so before I talk about that, let's say we want to access the value inside the pointer, right? How do we do that? So we access when we just did a stdc out pointer, we got the memory address. So how do we get the value, right? And we do that by simply doing this. We put a star before the pointer. This concept is called dereferencing. And like that, we got the value at 10. So one important thing to know when we dereference is that the pointer is not null. So let's say in this case, this pointer is null. What happens? We get a read access violation because you are trying to dereference a null memory address, which is going to crash your program. So it is very important. Just a very good habit is that when you are trying to dereference a pointer, you simply check that the pointer is not equal to a null pointer. And in that case, you can go ahead and do whatever operation you want to do on the pointer. Now let's point this back at var. Now, let's say we want to do something. Let's say we want to dereference the pointer and increment it, right? Let's say we want to dereference it and increment it. What do you think is going to be the value of the pointer? let's go ahead and print this out. Actually, let's go ahead and comment this out. Oh, this is wrong. We need to, I forgot something, plus 1. Okay, so what is the value going to be? Let's see. The value is going to be 11 because we basically dereferenced it and then added 1. So now let's try to see something. Let's try to see the value of var after incrementing. Let's see, what is the value going to be? The value is also going to be 11. Why is that? Because as we said, that the pointer, it is pointing to this memory address, right? So it changed the value at that memory address. So what happens then? Then that variable at that memory address is also going to change because they both have the same memory address, right? So that is something to keep in mind. Okay, another thing that I want to talk about is that the pointer can only point to the same data type, meaning if I have a double pointer 2 and I want to point it to var, this is going to give me an error because use you cannot point a double pointer to an int, right? So we have to be careful of that. All right then, that is the end of our video for today. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. And hopefully in the next video, I will talk about pointers more in depth. And also, I'm going to make a series about functions too in the near future. All right, see you then.